Do you want to start flying FPV drones? Well, then this might just be the best way to get into it. BETA FPV were kind enough to send me this Cetus FPV starter kit. So this is basically a tiny, small indoor or no wind weather type of drone. It comes with everything you need to fly. No building, get it out of the box and just start flying. And for beginners like myself, like, okay, I might not be a beginner anymore, but when I was starting out, I really just wanted something that is already there and I can start using and just go and fly. But at the time, that was not the case. I wasn't able to get stuff like that. But now it's very much available, very much affordable, because this thing costs around $170, $60. So these are the goggles. So it's very compact, and actually the visuals you see in these goggles are quite very good. I do have the BETA FPV VR1 goggles, and the image I was seeing in the goggles, I like it more on these ones than on the VR1. Although the VR1s are, in my opinion, better goggles because they can record DVR. These do not record the video of the drone. These will only show you where you're flying. So all of the footage you're seeing from this drone is recorded through the VR1 goggles that do have the recording possibilities. These goggles are like really simple. You just turn them on, you search for the channel. That's pretty much it. These feel better in hands. These feel like cheaper. It flies these 1S. Wow, these goggles are actually really good. I even like had a better reception for the visuals with these goggles than with the VR ones. And those ones, I also have the patch and the TBS patch antenna on, and I don't know, these just work better. Very simple controller. It's a good controller. It's not the best because, well, come on, $170 for the whole setup. That's a very good price. And you have to make some sacrifices, and so some sacrifices were made here. It's light, and you have a bunch of switches. So your arm switch, your mode switch, you can change it from the normal to sport and to manual mode. Very similar like the DJI FPV. And you can also, which is my favorite feature, you can change the speed of how it controls. So you have the slow, medium, and fast. And also with this switch, you can change the frequency the drone is at. The best feature of this controller is the USB 3 port, because you can connect it to your computer. You can use this controller also in the simulator. And as you can see in the footage, it works well. That's amazing. That's like really, really good. And the drone itself, it's quite very small. I have cracked one of the legs here, but that's an easy fix. I could wrap around some tape or whatever. It will be just fine. I have not been very kind to this drone. I have been crashing it and like testing it out, and it still flies. My favorite feature for this device is the fact that you can, as I mentioned, change the speed of the controls. This is super simple, just slow, medium, fast. And I do enjoy flying in the slow mode because it makes everything very smooth. The slow speed is excellent in flying indoors because you have a lot of room to adjust your sticks and to learn how to fly it indoors. It's just a really cool drone, and I really like flying it, especially in the slow mode. Yeah, there's something to it. I like it a lot. The normal mode is funky. I don't know, maybe for the first time flyer, maybe more fun. All right, let's switch the goggles so you can see what I see with this thing. Now this mode is quite like difficult to fly in because you don't really see where you fly, you just see everything that's above. And whoa! It's not very easy to do things in it. Medium speed might actually help to make things better. All right, yeah, actually, yeah, I would say normal mode is bit more bearable in medium speed, but now it's switched to sport mode. This is like basically the angle mode, so it limits itself. It limits the angle you can point it at in and almost full manual. Well, almost. Stop. All right. And now let's switch to full manual mode. You can have full manual in slow. Let's see how that works. Oh wow, it's like having express switch for different tunes. Oh wow, this is actually very cool. It's like slow acro. Wow, I'm actually very like freaking amazing. Full manual in slow mode. Oh, so cool. Can we do a flip? Oh! Okay, it's too slow for a flip. The camera just went in an angle, I think. Let's check the camera. Ah! Alright. Oh wow, a plant. Oh no, the nice white drone is slightly green and smells of grass. Excuse me, plant. I'm very pleasantly surprised with the manual slow mode. For me, the favorite mode is manual mode, because then you can do all flips and stuff. The normal mode is kinda something like similar to DJI. It holds its own altitude by its own, so you can really start to get the feel of how to control the drone, how it acts in air and what's happening. But really, I would skip that mode. I would go straight to sport mode, because in that mode you can actually start learning how to hold the altitude by yourself. And then of course there's the manual mode. It comes with spare motors and propellers, so if you destroy some of the motors, it's extremely easy to replace them. You just take out the connector here and you put the new motor in and plug it back in, and that's it. You have a working motor. I'm just very happily surprised about the technology, where it has come to. This is amazing. And the box itself, you can put everything in and you have your drone adventure case. Also, BETA FPV were kind enough to send me one of these multiple battery chargers. That is pretty cool. And it also charges quite quickly. So yeah, that is my review of this drone. It's, to sum it all up, a great device for beginners. You can use the controller to fly in simulators. The goggles show you very good quality video, and also the signal. This antenna here is quite very good. My favorite feature is the fact that you can change the speed of the modes, and for beginners that is a very welcome feature, because it's easy to do. You just, with the flick of a switch, you change from slow to medium to fast. If you're learning to fly the FPV, that is very useful. If you want to get your own BETA FPV Cetus kit, go check the link in the description. Huge thanks to BETA FPV for providing me with this drone. Hopefully you were able to enjoy this video. If you did, you know what to do, and see you in the next video.